Sam & Max Hit the Road was an adventure game released in 1993 by Lucasarts. This game continued on the fine work of other adventure titles from the company, such as the Monkey Island franchise, Day of the Tentacle, and the Indiana Jones series. It was directly inspired by the comic book of the same name by Steve Purcell, who also helped work on the game and allow LucasArts to license out the property. In Sam & Max Hit the Road, you play the role as Sam, the sharply dressed canine who is a member of the freelance police. Sam is considered the logical, somewhat rational member of the team. He's willing to work issues out, analyze situations somewhat logically, and generally is a good all-around canine. In contrast, your partner Max, well, he's a bit different. The psychotic lagomorph rabbity thingy is also present to help Sam out. He wanders around each screen on his own, and generally is more prone to being reckless, vicious, and sometimes crazy, and that's just being nice. Now you're soon set on a mission that seems simple enough, to search for a missing Bigfoot who has vanished from the local carnival. Whoa, that's deep. But seriously, come on, this is an adventure game. The developer's got to draw out this storyline for gameplay purposes, not to mention time. But don't worry, soon you'll be traveling all across America, hitting such areas as the Giant Ball of Twine, Gator Golf Emporium, the Mystery Vortex, and even Mount Rushmore complete with bungee jumping. Now that is entertainment. All to find out where the heck this Bigfoot is. Now, seriously, where the heck did he end up? As you can already see, Sam & Max is not your conventional adventure game. Any sort of logic you think may help you out in this game, you might as well throw out the window. Because in the Sam & Max universe, typical adventure game logic doesn't always apply. You lost your DeSoto. How are you going to get it back? Why, don't worry, it will simply drop in after a while. Now, how do you open that tricky locked door with a padlock? Very simple. Use a crowbar. Brute force always works. Stopping a Love Boat ride so you can get off? Why don't I dip my partner Max into the water and then use him to short circuit the fuse box? I mean, come on, easy and obvious logic. Everything about Sam & Max is so quirky and strange that it really separates it from a lot of other adventure titles. I mean, considering the odd weird ones we have. The game looks incredible with such vibrant and fantastic colors, all drawn to almost look like a typical panel you would see in the Sam & Max comics. Added interesting and unique type of characters everywhere you travel, superb voice work, and music, and you have an all-around stellar adventure title to behold. This title is what you would expect from LucasArts, a fun, quirky, and different sort of adventure title. No dead ends, no punishment for veering off a different path, and no punishment for not picking up a stupid item along the way. And generally, it's just a fun sort of adventure game. Yes, it has many of the same trappings as other games from the genre, somewhat ambiguous puzzles, occasional moments of wondering what to do next, but generally the game is quite straightforward and it's not that complicated to get through. Sam & Max Hit the Road is easily one of the top adventure games of the genre. And if you're a fan of these types of games, you'll love Sam & Max. And you can easily see why. There's such an interesting world to explore and interact with. You get the same quirky writing and humor from the Sam & Max universe. And also there are mini games. Whoa! Like Battleship, or Car Bomb actually. So check it out for yourself and see what all the fuss has been about. And also check out Telltale's take on the Sam & Max series, seasons 1 through 3, for continued Sam & Max gaming goodness.